I know what that means. Merlin trial. Confringo. 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 Accio. Confringo. 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 Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. That's it.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets. Sure, I could use a fire whiskey right now. I've raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
This looks like trouble.
Ha! Another pitiful beast caught in my... You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you?
Petrificus totalis!
I wish you hadn't.
Yes.
Petrificus totalis!
Die for it.
Petrificus totalis!
Might want to look up.
Expulso!
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! On your toes, my little treacle!
Finite.
Expulso!
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
Stand from above!
Accio.
Expulso!
Levioso.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Confringo. Accio.
What are your thoughts on... You made a grave mistake.
Petrificus totalis! Bloody little fool!
Incendio.
Oh, Confringo! Not go out of your eyes!
Incendio.
Tiger! Petrificus totalis!
Protego. Your own.
You'll regret that!
Expulso. Confringo. Incendio.
Backwards don't go down easy. You're the...
Protego. Expulso. Confringo. Protego. Incendio.
You'll need to be...
Expulso. Accio.
Moving tongue.
Petrificus totalis!
Protego. Confringo. That was a mistake. Incendio.
You don't want to try that again.
Expulso. Confringo. Incendio.
Petrificus totalis!
Would know what to do. Teaching in school these days.
Confringo.
Petrificus totalis!
Expulso. Confringo.
Is that all you know? Time for some assistance.
Expulso. Accio. Protego. Incendio.
Was that meant to be an attack of some sort? Petrificus totalis!
Incendio.
Petrificus totalis!
That's the best you can do, is it?
Expulso. Levioso.
Ready to scurry back to Hogwarts?
Accio.
Don't go down easy. They say your heart's
Petrificus totalis!
Protego. Incendio.
Petrificus totalis! Stop that!
Confringo.
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis!
Accio.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do what would work for him. He can fight his own battles.
Revelio.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
Revelio.
Ah, but you trusted the wrong man. And we see you about to echo your folly.
Accio.
The beasts are safer now.
Revelio.
Has your brain been infested with bundiments? A maneuver like that could have got us killed.
Revelio. Glacius.
You let Norris quite well go, didn't you?
Compulso. Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder. Revelio. Revelio. Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Wonderful to see you again.
Revelio. I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it.
Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
Oh, but I've given you the wrong impression. On the contrary, I was shown great kindness. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend. What are you up to now?
truth that appears in the Great Hall of Content. If I had to pick a professor to rate it,
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction. As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
How
would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible, perhaps before you leave here.
Arresto momentum.
That's it. Keep it up. Well done. You are on your way to mastering Arresto Momentum.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
If you were that good, I can't believe a bit of bad luck could end your entire Quidditch career.
I was excellent. My ability on a broom had nothing to do with what happened. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
What is Felix Felicis? A potion?
Also known as liquid luck. And it is illegal in all wizarding sports. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her? Tell them what she'd done?
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me. Arresto momentum. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers. Dashing pajamas? You didn't buy those here, did you? I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I've heard that our dear Clementine drew you into her butterfly escapades. Unusual girl. Still, it takes all sorts.
plan is to have enough galleons one day that I don't have to work at all. I shall spend my days baking treacle tarts and denoming the garden. Oh, the work it takes to keep a clean house is staggering, even with magic.
Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Revelio.
I would
so
you can't
appreciate a
imagine
little
how
help.
inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
I'm afraid I'm all out of invisibility potion. I suggest finding somewhere safe and being especially careful.
Safe. Careful. Yes, that makes sense. And you're sure you don't... No. Very well. Hopefully the Grim, or whatever it has foretold, doesn't get...
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Confringo! Revelio. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio. Glacius. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Perhaps something did it. Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance. Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark
Revelio.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio. 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 Incendio! Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook. This looks intriguing.
I always say.
I can always rely on my Patronus to keep me safe. At least I think so.
Not a day goes by I don't use something I didn't learn at Hogwarts. Loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
Revelio.
Your generosity helped me afford this rather exotic snake contraption. Very Salazar, isn't it? Tips in the hat, if you please. How wonderful! Thank you. If things keep going as they are, well... I could go on tour. Wager I could handle another enchantment now. This might be enough. If things keep going as they are, well... I could go on tour. Would be enough for another instrument. I could handle another enchantment now. If things keep going as they are, well... I could go on tour.
Oh dear, is that what children are wearing now? Never thought I'd see the day.
Excuse me, Mrs. Sprottle. Any news on Bardolph Beaumont's disappearance?
Afraid not. I've spoken with Claire, still worried sick about her brother. He was last seen heading towards the forest with one of Victor Rookwood's lot.
Revelio. Wonder who lives here.
Not saying I don't cast the odd cleaning spell.
Might be an art.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes? What about?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
Could Bardolph have run off?
No, he'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
What do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done? Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
I could go on tour.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.